The morning report for 12th of May 2010. We've got the federal budget and inflation concerns in China that have led the markets today. Obviously the budget, there wasn't a lot of news in the budget, nothing really new. Most of it was leaked to the marketplace well in advance of last night's budget. You could have switched over and watched another channel for the good that it would have done you. Now there's a few tax cuts as expected, a bit of tightening in super, and obviously the big story is the 40% tax rate on mining companies and how that will affect the marketplace. Now we have got concerns about how they've come to that 40% tax on mining companies and concerns about their modelling on what effect that will have on the Australian economy. That'll play out in due course. The main gist of the budget certainly was getting it back into surplus in the next coming years and getting the Rudd government set for the election, which is due later this year. But more importantly, or more interest, in stocks fell as inflation in China led investors to expect further tightening in the country. Now this will affect our miners, of course, because we do export a lot of our iron ore and coal to China at present, and that's what has made the recovery in Australian markets. The Dow Jones lost 0.3, S&P 500 also down 0.3, while the Nasdaq was steady. The FTSE lost 1%, closing at 5,334. Now our market bounced nicely yesterday, but end up closing down 1%. We're up 2% on the early day trade, but it fell on the back of obviously news concerning inflation in China. Now we closed at 4,548 yesterday. Should have a little bit of a rebound today as the news wasn't as bad as expected, sitting at just below 4,600 on the close. The gold price was up 1.6% as people chase the yellow metal on uncertainties in the market. It closed at $1,220 an ounce. Oil lost 1.6% to close just under $76 a barrel, and the Aussie dollar closed just under 90 US cents. Now we will have some more information about the budget, what's changed, and obviously my opinion